Aquarius, hi my loves, and thanks for coming through. I am Star, and of course this is Ascendstar Tarot. This is going to be for all of my sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, however it is that you identify with Aquarius. This is going to be the reading for you. Keep in mind that time is fluid, so this could resonate anytime throughout Virgo season, or anytime we have this energetic lineup again, or anytime you just watch it and that's just what's going on with you in life, right? We know that the universe does not have a clock like we have a clock, not the universe, right? So that's not that. Well, the universe does not work on our timing, right? If this is your first time coming to the channel, welcome. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here, so you are definitely appreciated. These are general readings. We get many different stories, many different things are said. Therefore, take what resonates with you and leave what does not. If you need a personal reading, reach out to me at any of my outlets that will actually be listed below, okay? You guys have some pretty strong energy going on here. I feel like I just want to pull one more card. You guys, I have a thing about balance, right? So yeah, 369, I like to read in those intervals. If you know anything about Tesla and his whole 369 philosophy, that's probably what kind of like has me stuck on that. Because I've been doing a lot of 369 meditations lately. Maybe that's actually something, Aquarius, that you want to bring into like your own life, your own operations and ways of doing it. If you don't know it, if you want to know more about that 369 technique, there are plenty of videos here on YouTube where you can actually go and you can look at those things. But it's like just being able to focus on what it is that you want, and manifesting it, and being able to focus on it throughout the day, not just once a day or once a week, but focus and work on it, with that 369 understanding, right? So it is Virgo season. We know that this is your time. We are in the age of Aquarius. This is that whole like Judas energy that we have going on. And Aquarius, I just really hope that, like sometimes when I get to talking about the whole Judas energy, sometimes I wonder, like, are these Aquarians, like, are they getting offended by that? I can't do anything, about the energy as it presents itself. But like Judas, I don't think that what Judas did was anything negative, right? Like, of course, if you're a Christian and you grew up, then we know that, Jesus was betrayed by Judas with a kiss, right? But if you look at other renditions or books that have been left out of the Bible, the best thing I probably could have did for myself on this whole spiritual quest is stepping outside of Christianity and looking at theology on a whole, or spirituality on a whole, because I learned so much more when I looked at it that way. But yeah, basically, like Judas just didn't, like, out of nowhere just do that to Jesus. So the part that's left out, and I want to say it's in the book of Thomas. I really feel like it's in the book of Thomas, because Thomas was the one who was telling, who Jesus was, and it wasn't what we were given in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, Thomas gave a whole different rendition of Jesus and, made Jesus human like, right? Actually kind of reminded me of Cole from Vampire Diaries. No, that's not Vampire Diaries. What's the one that came before that with Klaus and all them, right? Like, very, very, down for the family and for the people. But if you like cross me, like you like this is what we gonna do, right? So it's like Judas, like, he went out, him and Jesus had this conversation, and he was out in the wilderness with Jesus, and Jesus was telling, Judas, like, who his real daddy was and what he was really here to do. And, and as they got into the conversation, like, Judas was just feeling like everything that Jesus was telling them was a bunch of BS. Like, you out here, you trying to do these people, you out here fooling these people head up. Like, Jesus, why would you do that? Like, like, we was down for you. Like, and then once he found that out, then Jesus had lost a believer. And, because Judas did care about the people, just like Aquarians. They care about people. They're definitely philanthropists. They like to see other people in good positions, you know. So he was basically like, hey, y'all, let me go ahead and show y'all who this fake Messiah is, because he was telling us that his daddy was such and such, but I was just talking to him, but he told me something else, and you know, it's just not sounding like what he been telling us all this time. So let's go ahead and like get to this, or you know, check him for this, like whatever that is, you know, whatever, whatnot. But yeah, so that's what happened. So that was actually, you know, that's the whole thing of Judas. That's Aquarian season. That's a year of Aquarius. Like, those are the type of things that actually go on. But right now we're in Virgo season, right? So when it comes to Virgo's disciple is Philip. Who is Philip? You say Philip is the analyzer. Philip is the show and tell. Philip is the, why is it this way? How is it that way? You know, that's who Philip is, right? Because Philip basically comes in, and Philip was like, hey, like, let me tell you this, what had happened, right? No, that ain't how Philip had came in, because Philip was actually chilling with John the Baptist and them, right? And then Jesus had came through, and Jesus was talking to them, and then, you know, after he had talked to Jesus for a little while, he was like, you know what, John, like, it's been real, I had fun, you know, I definitely love baptizing the people and bringing them the word, but Jesus out here, he traveling and he going places, and he need people to spread the word, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ride with Jesus and them, and that's just how we gonna be, right? So he had went ahead and he had went with Jesus. Wasn't no hard feelings, wasn't no nothing, you know, he just saw somebody else, you know, he had teamed up with them. So he went around and he was spreading the word and the gospel of Jesus, right? And then he met Bartholomew. You know, Bartholomew was already his friend. So he was like, Bartholomew, like, let me tell you about this dude I met named Jesus. And me and Jesus, we be going around and we be doing this and we be doing that. And, you know, like, he had came back together. You know, he had brought Bartholomew to Jesus, and, you know, Bartholomew had met Jesus and was like, yo, like, I want to be with y'all too. You know what I'm saying? So he became a disciple too. So then, let me tell you what else Philip did. You know, what else Philip did, because, you know, he don't talk about him a lot, but Philip did some good things. Like, he was loyal, you know, like, he was like there for the people, you know, he was practical, he analyzed, you know, he always out trying to understand things, like the Virgo, right? So the next thing, you know, when Jesus had fed the 5,000 with two fishes and 5 loaves of bread, well, it was Philip that actually broke it all down. You know, like, now how we gonna do this? You know, how is everybody gonna be able to get some, Jesus? Because it really don't look like we got enough for everybody. So, you know, Jesus had looked at Philip and was like, you know what, Philip, and we ain't got enough for everybody. You just sit down there and you figure it out. You figure out how everybody gonna get some, Philip. And Philip said, you know what, Jesus, I like doing that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm about to sit here and I'm about to figure out, you know, how we gonna feed all these grown people and these children on these 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. But he got it done. He got it done. He figured it out. He rationed it all out, you know. And then not only did he do that at the Last Supper, when Jesus was sitting there and he was telling them, like, y'all, you know, this is gonna be the last time we sit down to eat. So, you know, I'm leaving. I'm going to my daddy's house, and, you know, we're gonna prepare a house for you and, you know, your kids and stuff when y'all come over, right? So yeah, and then, you know, then Philip had looked, and Philip was like, yo, daddy. Like, I ain't never met your daddy before. Like, let me meet your daddy. Where your daddy at? Like, tell your daddy to come holler at me. Why your daddy ain't out here having dinner with us? Like, he ain't here want to see you off? You know, and then Jesus is like, Philip, if you have seen me, you have seen my Father. And so Philip was like, okay. You know I exist. You know the truth of me, Philip. You know, so if I tell you that I'm doing something for my daddy, and I'm doing something for my daddy, and my daddy is helping us out, so you know my daddy, because you know me, you know, like what is the child without the father? You know what I'm saying? And that's how that had went. So, you know, Philip was the one always breaking down things, trying to see how it was going to happen. You know, he was the perfectionist. Like, let's make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. You know, he's definitely looking out for people. He wants to help other people, but he wants to make sure that it's done the right way, right? Virgo season. That's what it's all about. Making sure it's done the right way. Recognizing how and why it's not being done that way, right? All right, so you guys coming in here with this heavy energy that you have for Virgo season, Aquarius, you know, and it's kind of crazy because Aquarius, I'm just be honest with you, Aquarius, and and Virgo really aren't like, you know, like the best type kind of friends, because Aquarius thinks long and far, and is dreamy, and is a rebel, and, you know, just expects the unexpected, and, you know, like accidents happen, maybe like accident prone, like, but Virgos are like so practical and like so by the book and very analytical, and they break everything down, and, you know, if they can't see it, then it doesn't happen, you know, like that is not the Aquarius energy, you know, like overall. So when those energies like kind of come together, then they kind of get a little, it can get a little staticky, like things can actually happen and go on, right? So you guys are actually coming here as the Seven of Pentacles, right? Whenever I see the Seven of Pentacles, I'm always thinking investments, right? Like, what are you investing in? Like, what are you spending your time in? Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you are willing and able and putting the work in to get, right? Like where is your extra going, right? Like, are you able to, the things that you already have, like, are they providing growth for you in your life? And like, how are those things actually growing? How are those things actually manifesting? What is it that you are seeing within yourself? Like, what is the seed that you are actually sowing in yourself? Like, this is a seed sowing card, because you're investing, you're waiting on the growth, like you're waiting on the actual fruition of it all. Like, you've already been through a lot, like you've already shared with other people. Now that I'm to a place where I can give and I can receive, and I'm open to and I'm receptive, how am I investing all of this? How is it actually helping me? What am I doing, right? Like, that's the whole energy that is coming across right now, right? So you're coming in like as this King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is definitely a financially successful like type of card. It's like hard working. King of Pentacles is like giving me like that Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, right? So this is you know, like if you're having money matters, then this could very well be a point that these money matters actually work out for you. You recognize exactly what the money matters are, and you're able to walk away from them, right? Like, this is somebody that is definitely strong, somebody that is dependable, somebody that doesn't hold grudges, because they understand there's no need to. What am I holding grudges for, right? Like, they're able to be patient. They can actually see tasks through. Like, they are hard-working, like, kind of people. Like, you could very well, you know, you could be dealing with a Capricorn or Virgo, or you could be an Aquarius with strong Virgo, Capricorn placements in your charts. But this is definitely, you know, like a strong, reliable, good energy type of energy that is going on. And that's what you are working with right now. It's like not afraid to work hard, right? But then because you're showing up the way that you are, right? And you know, like the Eight of Cups like follows up and comes through behind it. Well, what I'm also getting here is maybe there's a tendency to be stubborn, right? Like you are looking at what you're actually investing in, right? Because this is Virgo season. We're analyzing ourselves, right? So you're looking at what it is that you're actually investing in, how you're growing. Because those brown leaves, like we have the pentacles there, we're investing, we're growing, but we also have these brown leaves too. So that is things that have died off. You know, things that you weren't actually investing in, things that you weren't actually paying attention to, right? And when you're not investing and when you're not working on those things, or if you're not actually showing up as the leader in your life, because these are the things that you're working on and you've invested in along, you know, some of those things have like died out, but it's this one thing, you know, that he keeps close to him, that is like in between his legs, right? Is this your penis, Aquarius? Is that possibly what it is? And it even sits on the throne with him. So you might be, and I'm just going to be honest, because that devil energy is here. You may be like thinking about, it's not maybe, I know, because you've had a lot of rock star readings like in the past. Like you've been focusing so much on the physical, on the fun, on the money, like, and let's be honest, on fucking, right? Like you kind of in, I see somebody that's kind of like spreading themselves, and they're spreading themselves thin. And I feel like you're at a point right now where you're seeing how you're actually spreading yourself thin. Like maybe you've gotten to a point where you are overly materialistic. Like that's all you think about. Like money, goals, the next house, the next car, clothes, like, and that's just like your focus, like outer beauty, like fuck the inner beauty, like, and that's just like what you've been focusing on. Party, party, party. Let's all get wasted. Like, let's just go out and have fun. And I feel like right now, Aquarius, like you are to a point where you are recognizing that that is just not the lifestyle that is working for you. It's not working in your best. It's not working towards your best interest. It's not showing up and making you exactly who and what you want to be, right? It's like you have this 8 of Cups and you're like ready to leave all of that behind. Like you are walking and you're going towards your forgiveness. Maybe very well you turned into this stubborn king because you weren't able to forgive. You forgot how to forgive. You forgot how to forgive and how to let go, And that's the dead stuff that you've been holding on to in the 7 of Pentacles, and you're finally to the place where you are now letting it go. Like, what is it here for, right? And you're walking on towards your happiness. You're like, fuck this. I'm not going to keep living in this cycle. It's been very emotional. And you don't really like feelings. You've just been running from them. Right? But now you're moving on. And you knew for a long time that you were going to have to move on. You knew that you couldn't stay in this place that you were in. And now you're finally here and it's time to move on. And I'm just happy to see that you are walking towards your happiness, because we all deserve happiness. I don't care what we invested in the past, what didn't work out, how it, we all deserve happiness, right? So you're actually coming up as the Hermit card, right, Aquarius? So this is that Virgo energy. This is analyzing what's going on. This is the number 9. This is things coming to an end. This is the completion of a cycle. This is you being able to let go. This is you looking on the inside, right? Like that yellow light, that lantern that he is carrying, that is everything that you know already. That is your wisdom. That is your knowledge. That is spiritual truth. That is you being able to acknowledge all of that in your life. His cloth, his garment is gray. Gray is a mixture of black and white. It's being able to recognize everything that you have been through, everything that you have grown through. And now you're actually using all of this because it's a culmination of, you're now using all of this to move forward, to trust the light, right? To go in the direction that you want to do it in. And it's almost like you are looking back on the past. You know what I said? Like what you've invested, like you're looking at the things that have died and the things that have grown, and you're trying to make sense out of all of it. Like what has happened? Like what is really going on right now, right? Like that's what you have going on. And then you have these Lovers cards. You have the Lovers cards, right? And this is, the Lovers have been through a lot. But when we get to the Lovers, and this is like the center of it all, right? Like, look at this. This love is at the center of it all. So Aquarius, even if you're like running from relationships, I know Aquarius, like they don't really be choosing, but they like to be chosen. I hope that makes sense to you. You and Aquarius, player, like what's up? Like, like Aquarius like to choose. But it's like now it's like it has to be bigger than the physical. Like, and it's like you know that now. Like, and you're looking and you are seeing like what from the past is stopping you from being able to be that. If you are the Aquarius woman, you know, like it is somebody out there that makes you just feel like a natural woman. You know, like you don't have to go through the back and forth. Like you don't have to be stubborn. You don't have to fake your feelings. You don't have to fake your emotions. You don't have to let passions within you like die and go, because the love that you want, it is there, but you have to be open to it. You have to recognize your failures. You have to recognize your weaknesses. You have to recognize the devil in you, in yourself, that is actually holding you back. That's what that Tower card is. The Tower comes after the devil, right? After you recognize what those strongholds are and you're vulnerable enough to let them go. Like, it knocks your head off, right? It's even like this love that came along, this love interest, because this is definitely related to a relationship. It's definitely related to a lost love and love gain. It's definitely related to partnerships, right? It's definitely related to you following your happiness. It's definitely related to you getting out of your own way, you know, like trusting your intuition. So this love comes along and it knocks you off your fucking feet. Like, you didn't even realize that you were like falling in love. No, that's not what you were doing. Like, you were just having fun. You were just out here. You were just like spreading your oats. You were like, party, party, party. Let's all get naked and wasted. Like, you was just out here. You was just sowing your seeds, you know, like you was just focused on your dick and feeling good. Or if you're the, you know, that maybe the Aquarian man that you're dealing with, take it how it fits, you know, rotate it, you know, maybe it's for you or the person that you're with. You know who it's for, whoever's coming to mind, you know, the most as this goes on, as the reading continues. But yeah, it's like you didn't even recognize like this person, right? So it's like in this Lover's card, and this is new for me. So it's like the man, right? Like kind of like all over the place, right? I'm actually seeing this kind of like as the tree of life behind him, right? And it recognizes like each different zodiac sign, right? And all of the different emotions that each sign goes through, all of the different troubles. Like he is just dealing with any and everything. Like everything is on fire. Like he's just full of energy and full of passion and going after everything that he can actually get his hands on, right? But then we have this female, you know, like this female, like she comes in and she trusts her intuition, like she trusts his spirit, like she is guided, like the fruit of life, like that is her, the wisdom of the kundalini. Do you like see the snake in the background? You know, she carries all of that with her in order to give her strength. And not only does that, she looks to spirit. She looks to spirit. She understands that spirit has her back and spirit shows her the way. And it's like this man, you know, like it's almost like, you know, the woman in this, like she is very introspective and, you know, like she's working on healing in her past and like closing down cycles and being open to like new things, new love, new responsibilities. But this man, he's like so focused on everything. You know, like he's looking at her, but it's like he's not like trusting in that. You know, he's not trusting what he sees when he sees her. It's almost like this man's passion, once again, like it's like in between them, and it's like it's between his legs. It's like his need to like want to go out and spread himself, like kind of keeps them from being together, but they're meant to be together. If that makes sense, it has to make sense because I don't just make this stuff up on my own, right? It doesn't make sense to me. So it's almost like this man, right? Like this Lovers, the Tower card, the Lovers, the Devil, the Tower, these two people show up in all of them, right? So you could very well be dealing with the Capricorn or be, like I said, have someone with Capricorn heavy in their charts because that Devil energy is here and it's strong. So it's like, damn it, the Devil energy is 6. It's 6. It's the number 6. And we have 9. Like, okay, all right, I'm seeing it. Okay, so anyway, So yeah. So then you have this Tower card, right? And it's like this man, like he has to let go of all of this. Like he has to be vulnerable. He has to let it open. He has to let everything just like come crashing down. Like he has to trust his spirit and his intuition, and he has to open up, because there's a lot of falsehoods. There's a lot of things that are not true that is actually going on within this relationship. There's a lot of things that this man is trying to uphold that he knows is just not right and is just not honest. So this woman is open and she's willing and she is ready and she's waiting. But you're going to have to bring it to her. If you are the Aquarius man, you're going to have to bring it to her. She's open to you, and I even feel like she's opened up to you. But you haven't opened up to her, and you have to make the decision to go towards your happiness, because she is your happiness. She is. There is happiness there. Like spirit will bless the union. But spirit at the same time is not going to allow this woman. Because this woman, as much as you want her to invest in you, she is going to invest in you, but she's been through so much on her own, right? That she can't just invest in anything. Spirit is not going to allow her to just invest in anything, right? So you got to be open, and you got to be honest, and you got to be willing to do, and you got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to face your own demons and be of service to other people, and be pure in your thoughts and your motives, and stop thinking with your dick or your sexual organs overall. You maybe the woman, stop thinking with your genitalia. Like get up out of that. Stop thinking about the physical reward of it all. Think about the emotional reward of it all, the spiritual reward of it all, right? Because everybody has been through a lot. That's what this Nine of Wands is about. That's tired. That's tired. I've done all of this. Like, this is my last stand. Like, this is my last cry. I'm almost there. But there has to be balance. Like, I gotta know that you want me as much as I want you. Like, this it's not one way. Like this investment is both ways. I have to feel like you want to be here just as much as I want to be here. Like, it's a road that you have to take. Like, do you take the choice to like be with this woman? This woman is like gonna, or be with this person, this man, this woman, however it works out for you, whatever it is. Like, they are going to invest the world in you. They're going to pour into you. It's almost like they already see the world in you. Or are you going to continue to stay in the same old house with the same old thoughts, with the same mountains, the same blockages, kind of being passionate, not really being passionate, not able to let go? Like, is that where you're gonna stay? Are you like not gonna let go? Like, are you gonna continue to hold on to these feelings that are no longer they're no longer what you want, really? Like, if this is a business, you know, if this is you working on a business, like, you know, like the opportunity is there, but you got to be open to it, and you have to walk in towards your own guidance. You know, you got to learn from what it is that you already know, and you got to be willing to be open and honest, and you have to be willing to work inside of partnerships, because nobody does it by themselves. Nobody does it by themselves. You definitely have to be able to get that done. Like, you have to watch your temper. You have to not be afraid to take risk. You know, look towards leadership, because we don't always know things. The knowledge, the intuition, the things that we've learned from the past. Like, the major shit that is going on for you right now is the Hermit, the Lovers, and the Tower. Like, and Spirit is in control of all of that. Are you on a crazy diet? I just got this for, oh, my bad, y'all. I just got this for Capricorn too. Like, so are you on a crazy kind of diet? Like I said, you may have Capricorn in your charts, right? Stay away from crazy making diet. Stay away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Enjoy some bacon, some chocolate, some beer. Like, the diet may really just be too much right now. Maybe emotionally you're out of balance because of the diet and the food that you're eating. Don't fucking force it. Right? If you are the Aquarian woman and this is the man that you're dealing with, or, you know, like if this is the person that you're dealing with and they're like basically coming off like, you know, like they're really not interested, or, you know, it's just like a sex thing, or that's all it ever was, like, or if they're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like you don't know what direction they're going, don't fucking force it. Okay? Allow that shit to come to you. Allow them to come to you. Like if you've been continuing to talk till you blue in the face or things of that nature, then hey, don't talk no more. They know you like them. They know what it is. And Aquarius, if that is you, then that's the energy that you about to start getting. Like, stop sleeping so damn much. Like, you have to create and make the opportunities. Wake up. You are missing some cool shit. And you're probably missing out on a person that is ideal for you. Like, just being real with you. Fuck. Shit is about to get real, right? Fuck. You need your people around you. And this person that you keep pushing off is a person for you, sent to help you. But you have to be open to them, right? So if you have not yet, please go ahead, like, subscribe, hit the bell. I appreciate you coming through and spending your most valuable currency with me, which is your time. I know these readings are a little more lengthy than they usually are, but I appreciate you. Leave a comment. Let me know how this resonates. Thanks for coming through, Capricorn. You're not a Capricorn. You're an Aquarius. It's a strong Capricorn energy in this reading, okay? But yeah, now go be great.